Hi guys, welcome back to another video and more importantly a new project. Today we are starting work on my 1978 Honda Z50A.
Like green zero.
It's gonna come back I think to me.
Yeah, it's gonna, and I'll just... Oh, there's plenty of smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So yeah, we collected this bike last week as a restoration project. The plan is to take this thing and get it running pretty much good as new. It's a lovely classic bike, something I've wanted for a while, and I think it's just a cool thing to have and own. So I'm going to give you a little overview of the bike, what it needs doing and what we're going to be doing today. So first looks at this bike. It is called a Z50A. The model or the year is a 1978. This model was imported from Canada and they never sold these in Europe. So getting them in Europe's pretty cool. Kind of the reason I liked it. It's like a mini CB404 for anyone knows what that bike is, but comes with a 50cc engine as standard. I think they make a few horsepower, 3-4 horsepower. They've got soft tail, so suspension on the rear and suspension on the front. I have to say that a lot of it is completely knackered, especially the forks. So the idea is that today we'll get this running. Before I dig into a project, I like to understand what works, what doesn't. So we're going to try and get this running, check there's a spark. If it runs, it's a benefit, and if not, it'd be good to highlight where we need to fix things up. But yeah, a quick walk around. We're missing a tail light, which is a bit of a shame, and also a headlight. So I'll be buying Honda OEM parts for those bits, and then yeah, we'll bring this thing back to life. So it'll be a few part series, just capturing the restoration, but being small, hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't take me too long. Famous last words when this isn't done in a year. But enough chatting, let's get straight into this thing. We're going to throw it on the stand and start with a few basic checks. We don't know when it was last run. It could have been run 6 months ago, 6 years ago, or 20 years ago. So we'll do a few checks, get it in a position where it's ready to fire up. We're going to take a few measurements, some compression as well, so we can do a compression test before it's been rebuilt and after. So enough talking, let's get straight into it. It's small, genuinely. It's my favourite bit about it. Just tiny.
The handlebars, you can like spin them over, can't you?
Yeah, you fold them up,
yeah.
Back of my camper van. Fucking man, I reckon.
It's not that bad, is she?
So, a new project is about to start and we're getting this bike straight up on the stand so we can get it to working height. Just makes it a bit easier to tinker on rather than bending down. As you can see, it's quite a small bike, but it's a really cool bit of kit, and we're just going to start by doing the basic checks. As mentioned, I want to compression test this thing, so we pulled the spark plug out and have a quick look at it, and as you see in a sec, this thing was pretty much brand new. I think someone had tried to get this running and done a very poor job, or just had a half-assed attempt at it. So stick the compression tester in now, and this winds straight into the barrel, which is handy rather than the pushing ones, and we're going to kick it over and see what compression this makes. I was told it didn't make much, but the number exactly wasn't clear. But we kick it and we don't get much, so I think it makes between 50 and 60, 55 psi, which is not good. I do appreciate we weren't kicking the bike fully, but it gave a good indicator. We weren't making much compression at all.
Time again?
Pretty much, slightly lower. It's got fuck all.
Depends on the kick, it's got nothing.
Yeah.
Going that engine now.
I am going into it.
Because it might be rusty.
If it's got clean fuel, then let's do that.
So do you know what you need to do?
I can say the filters probably looks like it's better days, but at least it's working.
There's nothing in it, mate, surely.
Tap knackered? So likely tap knackered.
The tap could be
Or
fucked.
it's full of rust.
Or it's...
Shake the tank
Should
around
we
and hear it.
Yeah, there's fuel in it. Oh, well.
So you can see the fuel situation isn't great. The tank's got fuel in it, but also the tank's full of rust and the tap is blocked or just not working. So we want to kind of bypass all of this, and we're going to get fresh fuel into the carb, just so we know, yeah, it needs fresh fuel to run. Before we do that, we're going to drain whatever's in there. We don't really know how long it's been in there for, but based on the fact the tank's rusty, we just want to get rid of it. So we drain out the bowl of the carb into a little bowl, and it's pretty manky, it stinks. I've seen a lot worse, but for an engine to run, it could do have been a lot better. So got that drained out, and the carb's empty, and you can see here the fuel's not great, pretty of a nasty colour, and that is ready for the bin. So to bypass this, we came up with a bit of a ghetto setup, is the word to say it. We have got a syringe which we're going to cable tie to the handlebars, and then this will have a pipe straight into the fuel line. So next up is the spark, which is a quick test just against the side of the barrel. You can see nice strong spark, which is refreshing, as I didn't want to be buying a new stator. But we finish up the fuel system and get that cable tied and throw some fuel in it and just let it drain through into the carb and make sure that it is getting in there. So we know fuel's in the carb, and next up is to kick this thing over and see if it coughs.
Look at that, eh? Just make sure you don't fucking
Oh yeah, it's going to be the hardest bit.
yeet that everywhere. Right. So that's choke, no throttle at the moment.
I got it?
Yep. Right, no choke.
No choke. Was that a cough?
That was a cough.
It doesn't sound like one, does it?
It's because it's not got any, no compression.
Fine, like, nice.
It's because you haven't got it.
That's the... You getting that? Why don't you go? Catching. Oh! Yeah! What?
See how efficient it is?
Right.
That's just great news. It's got fuck compression, but it still runs. It's probably absolutely gutless. It's got to be perfect. You say that.
Do you know what? It sounds... Mate,
Take control. Is it semi-auto?
sounds like a Honda, yeah.
Semi-auto,
yeah.
So if I click it in gear, what happens?
It won't go anywhere, just don't rev it. Just don't rev it.
Well, so it's revved now though, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All the way up, yeah, down, you go all the way up to neutral. Click her in gear, mate, and just see him pull forwards. Yeah, she's got some bone.
Should take it outside?
Yeah, 100%.
Right, let's check the oil.
So guys, you saw our first test ride, and now we're gonna take it down a Mexican road where it's all perfectly legal.
It's warm in Mexico at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really warm. Don't know why. And we've got the fuel tank on the handlebars, as you do.
Why are all these things?
It's his first time.
I've got a feeling it's going to blow up. It sounds a little bit knocky.
So, watching this back, goddamn does it sound bad. When you're riding it, you can't hear that knock, but it really doesn't sound good. I think it's a mixture of the engine just being old, knackered, no compression. it needs a new lease of life, and this was a bit of fun before I fully rebuild it, so I wasn't too worried about making it worse than it already was. But regardless,
so smoky.
it was good.
Runs like dog shit.
Yeah. On. Take her up. Take up the drive.
That is the first ride complete. I think that's quite successful. It knocks and it smokes, but it runs. So we can't complain, but yeah, back to the workshop. Yeah, I think we've gained 10 PSI from it just running.
Well done.
Do you know what we didn't do as well?
Take it off the sound so we get a full kick.
When we first compression tested it, so it's going to be higher now because you're going to be able to get right on it. But
I thought
live
that.
and learn.
By the way, there's a bit of fucking frayed metal coming out of that.
Oh,
So don't
move
stab
my
yourself.
finger. Okay. Right, compression test number 2. See what she makes. Yeah. Just making 75, 80. 80, no more. So 80 PSI when it's ran, so
Compared to 60 before?
compared to 60 before with a hot. Yeah, still, I think the first kick was accurate enough.
Yeah, well, we see it in those rooms a little bit, I think. As much as we can.
So, after a fun test ride and a second compression test, which got a bit better, mainly because it had been run, the rings may have opened up a bit, they may have been seized up, but we thought we'd start stripping the bike down, so back on the stand, and we're just going to take the engine out and the main components and leave it as a rolling chassis and an engine, so I can start ordering parts and getting ready for the rebuild. Pick it up. We alright? Oh, sooty as black.
Sooty.
Exhaust looks alright though.
It's fine. It's full of shit.
So exhaust came off pretty well, and we're going to split the chain. Luckily these Honda chains come with a main link, as I think a lot of other bikes do, but that's nice and handy because you can just pull that apart without getting the grinder out. Next we look at the engine and the fixings. So the side cover comes off where you can see the sprocket, the chain guard comes off to get out of the way, and you gain access to the 2 bolts holding this engine in. It is dead simple, and we stripped this thing down way quicker than we originally thought. You can see all a bit crusty, but not worried about that, that'll get cleaned up as part of the restoration. So bolts slide out surprisingly well, considering it should have been a long time since that engine's come out. Well, I hope so anyway. And we get the engine separated from the frame, and engine off to one side and frame off to the other.
I'll undo it. Might be a bit spilt on the floor as we do it, but yeah.
Great. That's literally.
That's exactly the colour you want oil, isn't it?
That's literally.
There's a bit of water in it. By the looks of things, it's milky, isn't it?
How low?
Condensation over time. I don't know.
A lot of condensation, yeah. That's literally like piss. So after draining that horrible looking oil, or should I say water, we thought we'd just crack a few of the cases just to get a glimpse of what we're in store for, check there was nothing catastrophic. What we did find was that the bolts on the side of the engine were an absolute pig. They were properly seized in place, so we didn't want to snap them or risk rounding their heads, so with a bit of persuasion, soaked in WD-40, they did eventually come off, and we managed to get a glimpse inside the engine.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not hideous.
Yeah, look, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's all that is. It's just an adjuster.
It's grotty in there though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's had water.
That's
in
the
it.
gauze I was talking about.
Look, look.
Yeah. So guys, I'm going to wrap the video up there. that's covered the strip down. Well, sorry, the first start we did a compression test and we got about 60 psi as the engine sits now. We got the engine running with a Ghetto fuel setup and we've taken it down the road. The gearbox works well, but it smokes like anything. It does sound like it knocks a bit and it has no power. So there are things we'll be hopefully resolving with an engine rebuild. As it sits now, let me spin the camera around. We've got the frame with no engine in it, so we've pulled that out, and on the bench we have the engine with just the cases loosened off. We had a quick look inside. The oil, which is hideous, I cannot believe it ran on that, and then tank, seat and exhaust are off. But next up we're going to be stripping this engine down and getting this fully bitsed up along with the frame, and then I'll be ordering a load of parts for us to start building it back up. Frame's going to get fully painted, all the fenders we're going to bash back into place, and then hopefully get this looking as good as new. But hope you guys enjoyed that video. I will catch you in the next one. It will hopefully be sooner rather than later, as I'm keen to get this project underway. But as I said, hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.